Yo, what's up, man? It's your guy, grand finale, man. And once again, this is Big Guy VIBEZ, man. Did y'all miss us? We had the week off, man. It was vacation time for me and Teddy Bear Vibes, man. But we back in the house. As you can see, what's popping is on today's episode is the Eagles OTAs. We're gonna talk about what players are watching OTAs. Then we gotta cover the Bryce Huff trade. I know a lot of people already put stuff out, but we want to kind of put our little 2 cents in for that. And also, we got the Howie's next moves now that he freed up some more money. But without further ado, here we go.
Yo, we talk big, ain't afraid to dream. Over podcasts, we're the ultimate team. From sports highlights to the latest films. Having laughs on air, yeah, the vibe just thrills. Big beards, big laughs, what's next, man? Big Guy vibes, we lift you high in this crazy world. We're the reason why. Laughs and beats, it's a good time here. Press play now, let's make it clear. Melody kicks loose.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Loving that. It's your boy, Teddy Bear Vibes.
You see the bear, you see the face.
Once again.
You see the bear, you see the face. How is your boy?
And once again, it's grand finale, man. Uptown
Yes,
legend, baby. So we back in the house, man. We got some things that we want to talk about today. Well, we're going to kick it off with some talk about the Eagles OTAs with my boy Brian Baldinger. You know what I mean? He had some things to say, man. So he got me kind of pumped for these ETAs, man. The OTAs, I mean, I'm so used to saying ETA, man. I don't catch a flights. But here we go with Brian, man.
Defense line, offensive line in the corner. Just a big day of OTAs here for Philly. Indoors at the NovaCare Center. We got nice pictures of the 2 Lombardi trophies. Big enthusiastic day. A lot of big energy out here today. A lot of noise, a lot of enthusiasm. Feels good. Feels good to checking out the world champions as they get ready for this second phase of the offseason.
Now that's crazy, man. So what he's saying is they finally got the 2 banners up for both Super Bowls, man. Everybody excited to be back at OTAs, man.
Oh yeah.
But I want to hear from my man Coop, man. Coop had a little bit to say too. Let's hear it from
Crazy.
Coop.
You know, everybody in the city loves Eagles football, and you can tell that. You know, especially after you win a championship. But going into next season, they're gonna expect that same thing again. You know, so you gotta find a way to push that behind you and get back to work. And
Yes, sir. Get back to work.
Understanding the game,
Let's
baby.
get back to
Understanding
work.
the Philadelphia Eagle fan.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
Loving
sir.
it. Let's get back to work. I'm feeling that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling that all day. You know what I'm saying? So what's your thoughts on that, Vibes?
Well, what Coop said, like I said, he understands being a Philadelphia fan. I mean, and Brian's stuff, I just believe we working, baby. We working towards that championship. Yep.
Absolutely. But you know who I got my eye on for real.
Who was that?
2 players that I'm really looking at OTAs because it's a crucial situation. It's a linebacker situation, the off-ball linebacker. So I'm looking at Smile Munden Jr. Giving some work to Trotter Jr. You know what I mean, during this during the training camp coming up.
Okay.
The reason why I'm saying that because we even though we had some footage and we seen a lot of things with N'Kobe Dean looking good, he running around looking great, man. I'm feeling all that. All that is wonderful. However, we don't know when he's coming back. We don't have a exact date when he's coming back. We lost a lot of people, and Trotter's still not proven just yet, so it ain't no guarantee that he's gonna have that spot. Then we don't even know if Campbell coming back, and he might miss some games just like Cooper did last year. He might not. He might miss a few games himself. Who knows where his rehab is coming out. So now we looking at two guys that's unproven, who possibly have a shot at getting that off-ball linebacker next to Zach Bond, which is Smile Monday Jr. and Trotter Jr.
You keep on saying all ball linebacker. Back in my heyday, they called middle linebackers.
Well,
You got your right inside
we ain't
linebacker.
talking about your heyday.
You got your left inside linebacker.
We ain't talking about your heyday.
So with that being said, should be a good battle. Trot Jr. and Monday. Well, you know the X factor of that whole group might be the fullback last year that got hurt. Playing linebacker.
Van Sumer?
Van Sumer.
I think they going with him for just strictly.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't think. I think last year they wasn't even using him at the linebacker. They moved him permanently to fullback.
They wasn't using nobody at linebacker. They wasn't using Trotter at linebacker until N'Kobe Dean got hurt. Remember, Van Sumer got hurt before Trotter. Before N'Kobe Dean.
I know that.
So what I'm trying to say, when I seen that guy play in the preseason, he got very good instincts.
But they only play him in the preseason at linebacker.
I understand, but
they designated him as he's not even in the conversation as far as I'm concerned.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So we jumped the gun when we moved Trotter right there, and I don't got nothing against Trotter, but I did see Van Sumer play the inside linebacker during the preseason, and what I'm gonna say is this: the kid got a motor to him too, so we'll see. It's interesting competition. None of these guys might not be the starter at the beginning of the season. None of them probably don't end being the starter in this season. But it's just a good conversation to have.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun banter.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? However, I kind of disagree as far as trying to add Van Sumer in the conversation at all.
Well,
just because they already said he's going to be a fullback.
Well, who would have knew that the two linebackers we had playing last year will actually play? N'Kobe Dean was a middle linebacker,
right?
Right. Zach Bond wasn't a middle linebacker. He got moved into that position, right?
Okay.
He never played middle linebacker. He was like an outside linebacker / defense end type guy. And then Oren Burks, I'm not even sure if he was a middle linebacker, but he did play at San Fran. I know he was a good backup. So I said to say, the best man will win. And who that best man is, we don't really know. We got that old time school coach who kind of throw a monkey wrench in the situation. You be like, damn, is this what it is? Is this player this position? So I don't know. Who knows? They might move Jalen Carter middle linebacker. Who knows? Who knows?
Listen, man. At the end of the day, man, that's a position that I'm looking at right now.
Yeah.
I did I'm gonna save this for another show, but the safeties, we'll talk about that in another show.
Yeah, sure.
I think I got a whole lot more as far as the safeties are concerned. Now, also, I want to talk about your guy, man.
Who was that?
Ty Robinson.
Oh, Big T.
Another guy that I wanna look out for during these OTAs. Well, the OTAs is over, but once the mandatory camps come, I'm curious, man, because the things he was doing in OTAs, he looked pretty impressive.
Well,
moving quickly off the ball, through the drills, you know what I mean? It's a lot different when you got somebody who's been a pro for 6 or 7 years and giving you that work in the middle. So I can't wait till they really start giving each other work, iron sharpens iron, and see where he's really at developmental-wise. But he has a big chance to log in some big minutes. You know what I mean? Now, we have seen an impressive leap from Jordan Davis as far as his physique and him getting in shape, man. He looked like he's going to be a cannon this year.
Yeah.
He's been trending up. You know what I mean? He's been trending up each year. He's been getting better. So I'm looking forward to seeing them two and seeing them battle for who gonna get more snaps. You know what I mean? This year, Jordan, he fighting for a new contract, a big one. You know what I mean? He fighting for a big contract.
Yeah.
So that's going to be pretty damn interesting.
Well, I think with Jordan Davis, I think he was told to come back in tip-top shape so he could play 75% of the snaps. Somewhat like a Jalen Carter situation. You know, Jalen Carter played about 30% of the snaps the year before.
Right.
And, you know, he was really our best lineman then. And it was, you know, rotating him in. So with that being said, I watched enough film with Jordan Davis to realize, like, he is dominating. Like, he's dominating up front. He's getting double teamed. He's getting triple teamed. And he causing havoc for other players.
Right.
So, you know, get a guy more opportunities. Get a guy more snaps. Now, that kid, Ty Robinson, you know, he's going to be a great rotational piece.
Exactly.
A great piece. And the Eagles playing 3-4. I want to see who they start out playing that third down lineman and that 3-4, that defensive end.
You know what?
They base defense.
You know, I was thinking about going back to the linebackers, man. What if they do 3 off-ball linebackers because these guys are playing at such a high level?
Well, I mean that would be considered a 4-3.
Exactly.
And
what if they did that though, G's?
Well, if they did that, then I mean the whole scheme changed. You know, Jalen Carter probably playing defensive end. He could play defensive tackle or defensive end.
Okay.
Ty Robinson play defensive tackle, defensive end.
But look, we got all these ends that we picked up though. So you can't just say Jalen Carter go to end. You picked up Ojulari, you picked up Uche, you got the young boy from Virginia Tech we just brought in. You got the other guy we brought back. What's his name? Johnson. That we just brought back. We got a couple guys.
Yeah.
We got quite a few rushers. We got can't forget Jalen Hunt.
Yeah.
You can't forget Nolan Smith Jr.
But even with those guys,
I think we could run that 4-3.
Nah, she got to realize this. With the guys they got, those backers they got is 3-4 outside linebackers. So that's what hurt us. Even with Hassan Reddick, like he wasn't really a 3-4 outside linebacker. All he wanted to do was rush the passer. Now that's why the kid that he drafted first round. What's the kid name again? Linebacker.
Campbell.
Yeah, Campbell. So that's why Campbell. Jahai Campbell is intriguing because in a 3-4 defense, your outside linebackers got to cover, and they got to be able to rush the passer.
And he could do that.
So with that being said, those guys, the 2 free agents they got, you know, they kind of could do both too. But, you know, you still want your guys out there running fast, trying to get to the quarterback and stuff like that. So those guys they brought in could do that. But as far as the base defense, which is a 3-4 defense, they got to have guys that can rush the passer and drop back. And so the starting defensive line, in my eyes, will be Jordan Davis, nose tackle. And I'm only talking about 3-4 defense.
Okay.
You got Jalen Carter, defensive end.
Okay.
Like people don't realize in the 3-4 you got a nose tackle, you got 2 defensive ends. So who will be the other defensive end is the question. And they talk about Morojo, whatever his name is, Morojo, right?
Ojulari.
Mojomo. All right, okay. So he would be the other defensive end.
No, he's a tackle though.
Nah, so you're not listening. It's 3-4 defense. You got the defensive end and the 3-4.
He's never been on the end at all.
She once again.
All year.
Listen, let me explain to you.
You doing hypothetical. I ain't want to do hypothetical.
I'm not doing hypothetical. I'm telling you how 3-4 base defense is. That it's a nose tackle. The guys next to the nose tackle is not called defensive tackles. They call defensive ends. They 3-4 defensive ends, right? So you got 3 down linemen. You got a nose tackle middle, defensive end on the right side, defensive on the left side, right? So outside of that, you have Bourne playing middle linebacker, more like you Trot Jr. right now, right?
And then you got your edges.
Then the outside linebackers, which is edges, you had Nolan Smith and you have Jalen Hunt, right? So what happened is when they move that nose tackle out the game, right? That's when they have 2 defensive tackles now. See the difference? And then they bring the outside linebackers. they become your edge rushers, like you say. So they run a lot of nickel defense too.
All right, so let's move on, man. Let's move on.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about this Bryce Huff situation.
Well, she let it by, Brycey.
Yeah. So let's go. Yeah, I know you had some clips with Bryce Huff, so let's roll that real quick.
San Francisco just pulled off a robbery with this trade. Somehow they were able to acquire Bryce Huff, a player who had 10 sacks with Robert Saleh during the 2023 season, for only a day 3 pick. On top of that, San Francisco will only have to pay a fraction of the $17 million he's fully guaranteed this season, as the Eagles will pay $9.05 million, with the 49ers paying the remainder. So in this video, I really want to break down the player that is Bryce Huff, go over his strengths, his weaknesses, as well as his career up to this point, to really showcase the elite pass rusher he is and why I believe this is an absolute steal. Initially starting out, we need to talk about what Robert Saleh, San Francisco's defensive coach, as well as Chris Kaczmarek, their defensive line coach, are looking for.
This guy's obviously delusional.
Well, they hyping him up.
They hyping him up. Clearly, he's a content creator for San Fran, man. Listen, he didn't fit in our scheme. I'm not gonna call him a bum. He just didn't fit in our scheme. He talking about highway robbery. I feel the same way. We robbed the heck out of San Fran. You know what I mean? It was good to unload him. So my thoughts right now is, where does Howie go from here? Because he saved so much money, and I want to know where you think he goes from here as far as with the savings. You know what I'm saying? He saved tons of money.
Well, he saved money, but it might go get another player.
Now, let's talk about some of the players that they did talk about, right? Possibly getting. So I've been hearing a lot about Pitts. I've been hearing a lot about. I just started hearing more and more about Jalen Ramsey. Now, as in a conversation, is the edge rusher Henderson out of Cincinnati, and of course, the safety out of Falcons. His name eludes me right now.
Well, the one player I would like to get.
Okay.
Would be probably Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey.
Probably Jalen Ramsey.
Okay.
And that's because, another vet who, I mean.
But it was issues with Ramsey and Vic Fangio though.
Man, listen, he's on an island by himself out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not too much adjustment you gotta do by playing zone, cover 2, cover 3, man to man. I take that all day with an outside cornerback. And with Mitchell on the other side, they can't really pinpoint where they want to go. And that's the key to me, because I remember, these past couple of years before we lucked up and got Slay and we got Mitchell now, that a lot of teams will focus on our D-backs and they will pick on our cornerbacks. So I don't want to go back to that where though, and I'm not saying Ringo can get the job done, but the small little stuff, it just be heightened where though you like damn, like he can't cover, he can't do this, he can't do that. Not saying he can't, but once they start picking on you, they find we don't need that. We Super Bowl busters here. We back-to-back champs. You know what I mean? So we got to have this thing in order.
True.
No question marks needed.
Well, we'll see, man.
Yeah, we'll see. But Ramsey's the guy I like. And I like Pitts, too. I think Pitts brings something different to the table.
I think Pitts is more. I think the tight end position still needs to be addressed because, like we've been talking about all season, we did get Goddard back for one more year, $10 million.
Yeah.
However, do we re-sign him? I doubt it. We want to get somebody. We want to get younger at that position. Now the thing with Pitts is Kyle Pitts. He's not known for being a good blocker. He hasn't really blossomed as much, but it might just be the scheme that he's in.
Yeah, that's possible.
We'll visit that, man. That's not something that was on the topics today. I'm bothered, man. What you got for me unbothered today?
Man, I always got something unbothered.
You always got some unbothered. I like to hear that. I like to hear that you had something unbothered for us today. So let's run it.
This is your unbothered, on the go message of the day from yours truly, Teddy Bear Vibes. What we want to do today is talk about Dr. Vibes, good vibes, giving back to the people. Male, female, young, old, black, white, it don't make a difference. Now, keep your priorities if someone is really into you. You don't have to keep on begging for them to text you, call you, or spend time. They will do if you are their priority. Always remember that. And to double back that on that, ladies, a man that busts his ass to provide, right, is a king, no matter what his job description is. So, putting people out here thinking that a real man is supposed to provide, which is true. But ladies, understand, give us something to provide to and for. Keep us happy. Stay blessed. Treat us right. And for always, you have a blessed king by your side. With that being said, Dr. Vibes, TBV, we on to the next one. Holla at your boy.
Say less.
Say more. Let's go. Let's get it.
All right. That's your words from Teddy Bear Vibes, aka Dr. Vibes.
Dr. Vibes.
And you already know I gotta hit you in the head with my thoughts. Yes, you are now entering the bathroom where you will get my thoughts from the toilet. Brought to you by your boy, Grand Finale. Tune in and let's have some fun. All right, man. Real short and sweet, man. I'm tired of all the fake ass people out here, man. I'm tired of the fakeness. I'm tired, I'm not no fake dude. If I bang with you, I bang with you. If I don't, I don't. Point blank, period. I could be cordial, but if I don't mess with you, I don't mess with you. I can't be kiki and laughing all up in your face when I don't even like you. I try to stay away from you. I'm tired of people being chameleons out here, man. You don't know real from fake these days, man. Yeah. I'm tired of the fake love. I'm tired of the fake loyalty, man. You ain't loyal, cool, kick rocks. You know what I mean? You don't love me, kick rocks.
Stay on
it's
that
cool.
side. Stay on that side.
I ain't begging for it. Yeah, stay over there.
Yeah.
Because guess what? I'm him, not them. I don't go for all the stuff that them go for, that they go for. Because I'm him. I go for what I go for. And don't get mad at me because I just don't mess with you. It is what it is. You know what I mean? You go ahead and be happy, man. And keep my name out your mouth. There's a lot of people who sit back, got so much nasty things to say about me, and I stay out the way. Stop being fake. Stop being phony. Stop lying on my name. It's happening too much. And if you're taking it personal, what I'm saying right now, that means I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. If you're taking it personal right now, you get teary-eyed, your temperature rising, that means I'm talking to you. Take it personal. You know what I mean? To take it personal. I don't care. You know what I mean? What you eat don't make me have to sit on the toilet and take a smash. You got it? And that's my thoughts, man. You know what I mean? I wanted to pop off real quick. I wasn't being negative.
That's deep.
I wasn't being negative. What I'm being is real. I'm a real one, man. I never been no fake dude. I can't sit here and lie to you and tell you, oh, XYZ when that's not what I'm feeling no more. I don't feel that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm very candid. I'm very honest. At least you know what you're getting from me. I'm cool. Once again, man, Big Guy Vibes Nation, man, I love y'all. We gonna sign off on that note. Cause I think I made my point. I definitely know Teddy Bear Vibes made his point.
Yes, sir. We got it in.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there's much more we need to say. So on that note, man, stop being mustard and make sure you catch up. Catch up. And make sure you don't drink the Kool-Aid.
No biggity, no doubt.
You know what I mean?
We out.
Peace.
Peace.
You have just experienced Big Guy Vibes. Tune in next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so that you will be notified the next time one of our fabulous shows drops. Peace from your boy Grand Finale and Teddy Bear Vibes.